Are you feeling lonely? Then you better wish you become one of these guys because these people have a girl swooning all over them. And sadly, it might not always be a good thing. Today, we're going to go over 10 romance anime where the girl is obsessed over the guy. Let's go. Number 10, recently, My Sister's Unusual. Yes, here comes one of those family dramas nobody asked for. But you know the good thing about this anime? The girl who's in love with our main character is a ghost. That's right. All this ghost wants is to be with the guy she likes. And what's the best way to do it? Take the body of his sister. Oh wait, not your regular sister. This is your average stepsister scenario where the sister's mother gets remarried to our guy's father and the two are now forced to live in the same house. If you haven't realized by now, the reason why the title mentions the sister is unusual is because there's a cheerful ghost possessing her. There are those usual dumb brother tsundere sister tropes repeating back again, but at least we have a cheerful ghost with us. Number 9, Akeiken. I spoke about this anime in my underrated romance anime video, and if you haven't watched it yet, you better watch it right now before I send a yandere to your house. Akeiken is one of those weird premises where the drinking cans become anime girls. No, this isn't the weird part. The weird part is when all of these girls get personalities based on their drink. So, should you be careful when purchasing drinking can from a nearby store? Well, this is anime and you are in the real world, so sorry, don't expect your orange juice to turn into an anime girl. Now, back to the point. Remember how I said the personalities of these girls are based on the drink? Yeah, that means you definitely get an obsessive girl along the way as well. Watch the anime to find out what drink she transforms into. Number 8, Oniyai.
今夜は私と寝てください。
なあ、アキコ、そりゃ昔はね、同じ布団で毎日寝てたさ。でもな、今は僕もお前も16歳だ。
Once again, we have the sister trope coming to haunt us. Come on, Japan. At least let's go for something original. The plot in this one's simple. Hime no Koji twins, Akito and Akiko, transfer to a house together after their parents' death. But Akito's sister Akiko has a crush on him, and stuff gets worse as more and more girls come into the apartment. All's good until the girl called Nakido Arashi, a girl who's very aggressive and is basically a pervert. Yeah, this is one of those one boy living with many girls story, but with tons of comedy, and this time no one is going to be disappointed. The premise might be a little too bland because I didn't feel that same interest as other anime when I started watching this show, but after some time you start to understand the characters and then you realize, oh, it's going in that route again. Number 7, Hiran no Aria.
いつもありがとな、白雪。
金ちゃんもありがとう。ありがとうございます。
なんでお前がありがとうなんだよ。
Hiran no Aria happens in an alternative reality Japan where the increasing crime rate caused by elite academy to spring into life, where the trained armed detectives that eventually end up being mercenary agents of justice, referred by many as Butai. Our main character Kinji Tuyama was a dropout of this elite academy, but after a run-in with an infamous killer caused him to meet Aria Holmes Kanzaki. She realizes his potential as she demands Kinji to become her partner. Now, who is the yandere? First off, there are two girls, the orange-haired one and the black-haired one. The orange-haired one is okay, at least in terms of mental stability. She screams and shoots things a lot, but she's fine for most of the time. The obsessed one is the black-haired one, so keep an eye out on for her. Number 6, Shimoneta.
私奥間くんに近づくと熱暴走してしまいそうでしたので、奥間くん、ごめんなさい。つい手が動いてしまいましたの。愛ゆえ。
Here comes the comedy show of the century. I mean, look at the main girl of this show. You can already tell this is going to be a fun ride. Anyways, the long name of this is Shimoneta, a boring world where the concept of dirty jokes don't exist. And judging by the name, you can say it's based on a light novel. Oh no, don't get surprised by the name, wait for the plot. It happens in the future when an inappropriate material is thoroughly prohibited. But a boy called Tanukichi Okuma is kidnapped by a girl known as Blue Snow, who invites him to a club she had formed called Socks, which wants to distribute these materials to the world once again. The character we're talking about here is Blue Snow herself, who has no problem shouting dirty jokes to Japanese authorities or wreaking havoc across streets. Even if you don't like the romance, you'll stay for the comedy. Number 5, and you thought there is never a girl online?
はい。
ルシアン本当にルシアンですよ。
その名前連呼しないで。知り合いに見られた。
What happens when you're heartbroken during an online game? No, not because you lost the match or your teammates decided to call you a noob again. It's because you decided to propose to a girl and then you realized she was lying all the time. That's what happens when Hidaki Rusian Nishimura. Hidaki then vows that he'll never trust a girl again, and things change when he meets another girl online named Ako. Ako has a crush on Hidaki, but Hidaki's afraid to be betrayed again. So what will happen when Hidaki realizes the girl behind Ako is his classmate? Will he finally trust girls again? This might look like your average romance comedy light novel adaptation, but at least it puts a fresh new spin on the tropes. Number 4, my wife is the student council president.
あんたの布団はリビングに敷いただろうが。何やってんだ。
Yes, this is another one of those living together anime. So what's this anime about? Hayato Izumi runs for student council president, and his opponent is a perky, charismatic girl named Ui Wakana, who pledges to liberate love on campus. Hayato ends up losing and is settled for the position of vice president. But things take a more drastic turn when he realizes that Ui is going to be his fiancé due to an arranged marriage by his parents. And as you've guessed, the student council president is the obsessive one, and even though our guy essentially treats her as a rival in school, he later understands the situation she's in and then sympathizes with her. Just think what would happen if you trap two teenagers who are soon to be husband and wife inside a house and let your imagination run wild. Nope, you're not even close. Number 3, Momokuri.
なんかごめんね。
なんという破壊力。
Here, our main character is a stalker, but we do not feel creepy and call this innocent guy weird names because his crush is a bigger stalker than him. That's right, these two start their relationship by stalking each other and making sure James Bond feels proud. Momokuri is a different sort of love story with lots and lots of anime and cute slice of life moments. And just a fair warning, don't go to this romance anime expecting an epic romance story to rival Romeo and Juliet and kick Shakespeare in the balls, because this show is all about how these two shy lovebirds get together. But on the other hand, this show is very wholesome. Come on, we all need a male and female James Bond in our life. Number 2, Love Tyrant.
目の前で浮気相手とイチャイチャしてんじゃないわよ。
ママ。
助けて。
助かる。
危なかった。
Need the red hair version of Yuno Gasai? Well, wait no more, because we've got Akane Hiyami. Yes, this girl comes in with the blades if you decide to betray her. So what's the story about? A cupid named Guri writes the name of a normal high schooler named Seiji in her notebook. Now, this boy doesn't kiss anyone, he'll die very soon. To prevent it, Guri asks Seiji to kiss Akane, the most popular girl in school. Of course, Seiji wanted only a normal high school life with a regular girlfriend, but sometimes being the unpopular guy doesn't necessarily mean you're an unpopular guy among girls as well. If you love those yandere anime with a cupid thrown into the mix, then this is the show for you. Number 1, Future Diary.
大丈夫。ユッキーがユノが守ってあげる。
Of course, this is going to be number 1. You must have hit your head somewhere if you think that I'm going to ignore Yuno Gasai. Future Diary is about a boy named Yukiteru Amano, who is forced into a battle royale with 12 other opponents. Each of them gets a diary which has its own power. The one Yuki gets is the Future Diary, a diary that can predict any event that is happening in the future. Now he has to take part in this battle royale where the winner gets to become God. If you're wondering how a yandere girl anime comes in a competition about who becomes the next god who controls the world, then just remember that it's not the only twist in the show. The real twist hits you in the final few episodes when you realize who Yuno actually is.